I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, as a government, I agree that school have to group children based on their competency and not based on their group. Why? Because it's to prevent children from being disrupted. Put for children who understand quickly and are somewhat slow to understand. Before moving to my arguments, let me make a characterization one by one. First, a characterization of school. School is a place for children or students to find what their talent and interest. School also helps students shaping character to become a complete human being and ready to face the challenge of the world, both from work and life. School also expects students to get some achievement no matter how small it is based on their talent and interest. It can be a winning math competition, biology competition, a basketball competition, football competition, or whatever it is as long as it's a student's interest. And second, characterization of children. Children is a human being that's still seeking their own identity. All children, especially in primary and middle school age, still need a guide from both of their teacher and parents. Children often are really competitive and they are still get easily affected from their environment. For example, if all their friends play a fidget spinner, likely most children will play it too. Or if someone got an achievement, these children will likely want an achievement too. They will try to get the same achievement or maybe a better achievement, and they will compare it to the other friends. And hey, I got better achievement than you, or maybe hey, I have the same achievement as you, because it will fulfill their pride. It will fulfill their what they want and what they need. And perhaps I have 2 points of arguments. First, preventing disruption, and second, to maintain children's mental health. And moving on my first argument, disclaimer. Grouping children based on their competency is not meant to discriminate certain group of children. What we are trying to achieve is an equal chance for every children. Panels, notice that in status quo, there is a lot of children who are actually smart or they can understand the material quickly. They really got inhibited. They can become lazy or not focus on the material. Or there is a children that they are really slow to understand the material and they got left behind. The reason all of this happening is because of school. School is grouping our children based on their age and not based on their competency. Age might be the same, but their competency and intelligence are clearly different. Their ability to understand the material is different, and we cannot to focus on one kind of children. If we to focus on slow children and always repeating the same material, these fast understanding children will get bored and just slowing down their progress. The same goes with the fast understanding children. If we focus on them and everything goes really fast, the slow understanding children will not making any progress. This will not happening if we grouping children based on their competency and intelligence and not based on their age. Grouping based on competency will create a better learning environment. Those who want a fast pace will not worry about their friends who got a slow progress, and those who are slow understanding can start to make a progress and keep up with the other children. This grouping system also makes the teacher easier to teach. Teacher can use any teaching method based on different class. If the teacher in a fast learning children, they can use a technique A, and when it's slow learning children, they can use a technique B. With this, every children will get equal chance to get achievement based on their interest. Because if we grouping children based on their age, we know that sometimes teachers are too focused on maybe one kind of children or maybe just one children. Or maybe teacher will most likely choose a smart one, a student that will fast to understand the material, and the one who are slow to understand or maybe they don't have any idea what the material is, they got left behind. The teacher doesn't care about them, and actually they have a lot of potential, but the system cannot preventing them to make any achievement, to make any progress, because one of the solution is to grouping children based on their competency, and with this every child can make an achievement based on their interest. And we have to acknowledge that achievement is not just a mathematics, biology, physics, or maybe chemistry, but also a sport like a football, a basketball, a gymnastic maybe. It's also achievement because we know that a children's skill is different, and we have to also acknowledge that every children is unique and every children is a special being, and we have to respect it and give them a chance to show what they got, show their potential, and help them to reach their fully potential. Because this is what the school should be, right? Because school should not be just focused on certain group. School for is for everyone. School is a place to give everyone a equal chance to become the best of themselves. And second argument is a mental health. Panels notice that if we try to group children based on their age and not based on their competency, it will create a toxic environment. Like I said before, sometimes most teachers likely choose smart children and not, let's say, slow understanding children, right? And it will create a toxic environment. Why? Because these children, that they are not chosen and they are not, let's say, slow to understand, they will likely feel jealous maybe, or maybe not jealous, but they feel got left behind, they feel, or maybe hatred, they feel they being discriminated, right? When they see their friends can understand the material quickly, and they just feel they are the one who are cannot understand material alone. They feel they will get depressed, and why I'm the only one who in this class who cannot understand the material. Something's wrong with me, right? And we have to try to prevent that thing from happening, because like I said before, every children is unique, every children is special. Maybe this so-called slow progress children is not in their ability is not in physics, is not in math, maybe their ability is in sport. We don't know that, right? One of the schools' goal is to find what their students is interest, and grouping children based on competency will preventing children from being, let's say, depressed, because they see their friends are smarter, they see their friends are understand the material quickly. These kind of things are not likely, but will make the students feel like, oh no, I have to do something about this. Like something is wrong with me. I have to, and they will try to ask the teacher about the material. But sometimes again, the teacher is most of them choosing a smarter one rather than the one who really need to understand the material. And in status quo, in a lot of children really got commit suicide, or maybe got bullied just because they call them dumb, right? Because, oh, you're dumb, you cannot understand this. This is very easy for them. Yes, for them, for they who understand the material really quick, they can call it easy. They can call it oh, this is nothing. But for someone who are not, their talent is not in, let's say, mathematics, biology, physics, chemistry, it's really difficult to them, and they really need sometimes to understand what is this, like, to understand the material, the whole material, and they really need a care from the teacher, but not also the teacher, but also support from their friends. But when they themselves feel like they cannot do that, they already feel depressed, they already feel sad about themselves, they feel insecure, they have a low self-esteem. It's really hard for them to even study, because what they focus is on their self, on how the way they feel, right? And that's it from me. Thank you.